Legends, welcome back to my DJI channel. Today is an unreveal. Got a box turn up this morning. I had to wait till now, which is quite late, to unbox it. So I had to do various bits and pieces before I can actually sit down and do things I wanted to do myself. Obviously fan related stuff. So this came in the post today. I wasn't expecting it today. I actually ordered this a couple of days ago. I was expecting this Friday, coming straight from China, from DJI Direct, but obviously DJI seems to have a supplier in the UK, so this actually came directly from a supplier, or one of the suppliers in the UK, because I was expecting DHL, which is what normally DJI sends their stuff out to, but obviously this came as Parcel Force, so I was confused. I thought, what the hell, I haven't ordered a parcel, and I wasn't expecting anything from Parcel Force. When I opened it, when I had a proper look at it, it was obviously was from DJI, but obviously they've sent it from a local supplier, which is good. That means I wouldn't have to wait till Friday, because Friday was roughly the time I expected it arrive. But even better, it's now here. So this is an unboxing of what I've ordered, the PS Phantom Vision Plus, which is the new version, version 3. So let's get this box open. A bit noisy. Inside, okay, inside we have props, which are they're the new props, because they're a bit tougher. You can tell the old props that they came with the Vision before this one, that they used to bend and flex, but this is much more stronger. So props, and then we got spare battery, and box itself. There you go. Phantom 2 Vision Plus version 3. So let's see what we've got in the box. So there's the box. All nice. It's a bit like an Apple. Apple box all their stuff in a real nice boxes. Good quality. Phantom does the same. Nice quality box. So this is the second battery, because I ordered the Vision Plus with extra battery, so now I have 4 batteries, because also my other Phantom won't be flying at the same time as this one, so I can take the option to use batteries from that. So there's the new battery, same as before, so it's a bit charged on it. So that's the box. So let's get rid of the rubbish, don't need that. And it comes with instructions, which don't really need a lot of instructions for. Battery, I suppose. Just charge it, put it in there, away we go. So, Chinese version. Various languages, don't need that. And UK one, instructions, cautions for aircraft and so forth. So we have that. Okay, keep that on. That's 4 as well. That one over. So there we go. Battery. Props. Now what do we get in the box? I can get in the box. Right, I need a knife. One sec. Just prepared myself. So see, I've already brought one before, and I'm still excited because I've got another one. Obviously a broken one. This it's like Christmas. It really is like Christmas. It's cool. Cool, Dave. This is box weird opening it. If I open it the right way, I'm 100% sure it looks like it. Yep. So there's the box. What do we get inside? I undo that. Like warranty seal. Great. Oh wow, look at this. We have the new Vision. So there's the new Vision Plus. Oh, nice and shiny. New gimbal. Put the gimbal underneath. Wow. There you go. So there's the new Vision Plus version 2. with the new motors. So we'll get it all out of the box and have a look in a sec. And what else we got in here? We have, looks like props. Yeah, so you got, oh wow, we got, yeah, they're the new props. So there's one set. And you get another set in here, so we've got quite a few actually. So I did actually get original props. So you got 2 sets of props that came with the Vision Plus version 3, all the same ones, and looks like they were actually bundled an extra set of spares. That's really good. Got loads of props. And then we got in here should be charger. But quite impressive boxes they are. So this should, I think this is all the instructions, sticky labels, instructions. You've got different sticky labels. You've got pink, blue, manuals, how-to guides, so normal stuff. Put it to the side, and the next one should be charger. Yep, here you go, charger. Shame they don't bundle the car charger in it for free too. That would be handy. Oh, this is different. We've got US adapter. I didn't have this before. This is new. I've never had that before. Also comes with another prong one. And now charger itself. So you've got charger and USB cable. You've got shaver type 1 and I'll see another foreign type power connectors, so I probably won't be using those anyway, but I'll put to one side. So I've got an adapter going back, another charger, so now I can charge 2 batteries at the same time. We'll use up already own one anyway. Back. We've got another little box in there as well. What are those little boxes? Oh, spanners, accessories. So we have in the little box there, it looks like we've got, we've got spares. So we got, in here we got, oh, those are bits, we'll take a look at that in a sec. Let's just unbox, that's away, and we can have a proper nose. Very well thought out of all these boxes and packaging they do. And there, and there, and then the new controller. Wow, there we go. The new controller. Okay, that's the new controller. So we'll unpack that in a sec. And that's it, that's the box, completely empty. So let's put away what we don't need and we can have a better look at the Phantom. Right, we're going to have a proper look at all this Phantom. More close up. Well, I've done the unboxing and just wanted to comparing. These are the props that come with the new Phantom Vision Plus version 3. These are my existing props for my older version, Phantom Vision Plus, which are the original ones. I've flown these a couple of times. So I want to show you the difference between the props. So first of all, we compare them side by side. So they are slightly different in shape as well. I don't know if you can see that. If I compare it, it's very difficult to say, they are a slightly different shape. So the top one is my original DJI propped that I first got in my first Phantom 2 Vision Plus. The bottom one is from the new one. So I don't know if you can see that properly, but you can actually see there is slight differences. So there's there is a more curve. There's a more curve in the blade here. These are more rounded, where those ones, no, it's got more rounded shape there compared to here, and there's a slightly different bend in there. The length is exactly the same, and it seems to have a more or less tilt from what I can see. More or less tilt. Yeah, so it's a very slight difference, but the biggest difference is this is the original one. So if you look at it, bends quite a bit. That's me bending it, so you can see it bends quite a bit shape-wise. So it's not as stiff. And the original one, again, it's hard to bend it. You can't. It's a lot more stiffer. That's me sort of trying to bend it. It's completely stiff. All this is completely stiff right to the ends, to the end bits. Again, it's still quite hard to flex, but they're much more stiffer compared to these. These are really loose. They're really loose, much looser. They're stiff to about this point here, and then they're really bendy there. So you can really bend those. These ones a little bit more difficult to bend, much more solid, but it's not as bendy. And then you can feel the plastic and go from there to about here. You can feel how much more thicker that feels on your fingers, and how much more solid they are. That's really solid there compared to here. There, it's quite solid, but it gets very flexible going outwards. So much more improved props. So that's my original ones. That's the ones there. So I don't want to get them mixed up. Put them back. I actually bought carbon fibre blades for my one. I didn't want to use these ones. The carbon fibre blades are very solid. Wise. I haven't got a weighing machine, so I can't weigh what the differences in weight they are. But I don't think there's very much difference between them all anyway. So that's the original props and my new props. By the way, it came with 2 sets and 2 spare blades, so I was quite impressed with that. Okay, now we got these are spare bits that come with it. You get spares for the other one, so let's just go over what spare bits we did actually get with this. I'm going to put it in a special pot on high to keep it all together. So let's have a look. What do we get? There we go. So in there we've got some spare screws, which is always useful. Some spare screws. So they're the main screws that actually go on these end bits there that hold the bottom part together. So these spares, spare screws. We got some. Oh, these are sticky things, and they're sort of like cottony, sort of quite tough. And they're the ones that actually hold, I believe, these bits of the aerial. So there's the tail, and it's got these little sort of like plasters. Holds the aerial there, little plasters around the side there. And these are replacement ones, just in case you lose those. So you have one on there, and you have one on the other side as well here. So that's useful too. Especially if you have to take it apart, you know, because they don't actually go back on well. 4 little plastic, which are replacement feet. So if you lose your little feet on end here, you have replacement ones, which is also good. Do I still have my original ones? Or my original ones, yeah, a bit dirty. Yeah, still got my original ones. So they do stick quite a bit. And also, you get 4 of these little squeegee bits. They're very delicate because when you're taking them off, you can actually split them, and they actually go on the gimbal. So you can see they go in between here. Gimbal. So if you do crash and they split, the gimbal's intact, you've got spares. Another set of screws. Again, I think those ones are motor screws. They actually replace these motor screws. So what you want to do is check when you fly, after you're flying for a couple of hours, is recheck these screws, because I've noticed on my one they do come loose. I've not lost any screws apart from one on the leg when I crashed it, but I do notice these do slowly come loose. I'm noticing when I've actually taken it apart to do something else inside that they're quite loose, so I would check those. Got those. Got your spanner. So help tighten on your props. Goes in like that, so you can tighten your props, make it nice and tight. It's always good to have that. I have one in my case anyway, so I have a spare now. And you got these spare ones. These what hold? They're like safety clips, so your gimbal don't actually completely fall off. So the rubber ones come away from the mounts. This doesn't actually drop off completely. They hold them in place. I've actually noticed when I brought my Phantom Vision, my first one, I had one of these in every part of my gimbal. But I've noticed this is brand new from the box. It's only got two plastic safety ones holding it. The other two are not there. So I don't know whether you are meant to be like that, or whether, because I mean that's quite hard to get in the bottom there because the chassis is in the way. It's quite hard to get it in there. So I don't know whether that's meant to be like that, because it's only meant to be the plastic actually holds the gimbal on there, and these are just literally ones that stops the it actually completely falling off when you do hit it or they do come loose. So I'm not quite sure if they're meant to be on there. So I wonder if they've done that to make the gimbal more less prone to vibration. Not sure. I would have to ask DJI just to double check, saying, do we need to put them on, or is it something new you've done? That's a good question now. So you got spares for those anyway. So they're your little spares. Put them safe that way with. And then you got your sticky labels. So if you decide you don't want your red on there, you can do your pink or your blues. You've got a smart flight battery safety guides. Always good to know about that. So I'm going to actually put on, I'm going to do like a guide on mine, because this is lots of gobbledygook on here, and I'm going to put some guide on him and bullet pointing it down, sort of checks, because I know LiPo batteries doesn't like low temperatures and stuff, and the cold weather's here, and I tend to keep all my LiPo batteries in the garage. But if it doesn't like a certain low temperature, then I'll just keep them in the house where they're just normal room temperature. So it keeps them safe then. So I'll do a bullet point on that side, on the site. One for the controller, which is good to know, because when I bought my controller, I didn't get an instruction booklet with it, and here they've provided one. So it's good to know on here. Well, it's not very much to know anyway, but just might tell me a bit about the gimbal, the training port cable. I'm not sure where to get one of them from, but I'm going to source anyway. So that's instruction, good to read. I mean, if you're doing a qualification and you're going to get a pilot license for your quad, so you can actually do this professionally, it's well worth holding on to these instructions, because this is what you can actually pin in your flight book. So this is all your controller information. This is the part about your battery, because everything on a flight controller manual would be all your details about your Phantom. Motor replacements, blades you use, the batteries, how often they're charged, not charged, temperatures. So all this will be useful to actually just clip it in. It's all there. You don't have to rewrite all this up. So and I also got this one on here, which is use and storage wise and things like that, warning, battery disposal. That's all good information to have in your flight manual. I'm gonna I might put one together actually, flight manual ready, so that when I do end up doing the course, I have it all to hand ready to go, so it's something I don't have to do later. So there's those bits. The normal instruction booklets, product line. Don't think I'll need to keep that. That's just decorations, so that. And then you got Phantom Vision Plus 2 quick start guide. So if you're not playing before, it's a guide to your controller, Phantom itself, about the SD card, and then here is the start procedure, downloading your app to how to put your blades and stuff on and so forth. So I'm going to actually might scan this up and put it onto the website, so it's online for you guys to read if you lose your booklets. And then you have more different languages. I only want to keep the English one. So yeah, give it all. Disclaimer and warnings. Phantom. Oh look, Phantom Pilot Training Guide. There you go. Teach you how to. Well, gives you an idea on how to fly, basically. Basic flight. Skill flights. Basic flight. Skill flights covers. So it tells you how to do a circle, how to do a square flying. What else does it cover? Going backwards and forwards and so forth. It's sort of teaching orientation and stuff like advanced flights as well, just going around in circles. I can actually do a full circle with mine without getting orientation muddled up. If someone distracts me and I have to stop middle of it, and I do then get orientated and think, oh, where am I supposed to be? So it's, but if you use the camera on your pad as well as what you see in the air, you'll probably find it much more easy to get around the orientation quite quickly and go over it. Once your brain triggers how it all works, it comes second nature, so you don't have to then put too much thought into it. Right, got user manual guide here. Lots of stuff on here to learn more about your battery and your gimbal and stuff like that. Definitely worth a read. The more you know about the Phantom, the more it's good for your course anyway. And it's all good for building up a flight manual. So another one in a different language. Another one different language. I don't need that one, just need the English stuff. So there are all the manuals, sticky labels and spare parts. So I've got both my Phantom Visions here. Move it down so you can see this a bit better. So there's my two Phantoms. That's my old one, that's my new one. And as you can see from my old one, it's got no gimbal. So this gimbal's taken off. That got shipped off to Australia. So hopefully watching, you should, I think you may have received it by now. And let me know how you get on with the gimbal, so whether you repaired yours or not. So underneath here, looking at comparing them, I mean I'm doing some photographs with these anyway. So what the difference is, everything's similar, the same chassis, that's not changed. The gimbal, from what I can see from my one, is the same as well. Cable here is the same, but I've noticed something inside, the cable's different inside as well. They've just changed it. You've got the compass on here, which is now sealed and a thicker cable, so I assume that's insulated, where this was a ribbon cable, and obviously it's showing, completely showing. That's now moulded onto the leg nicely. And then turn her up, back up on the back. The other things are the motors. I don't know if you can actually see it on here. There's the original motor, so you can see down in there the bindings. And then if you look at the new Phantom Plus, you can actually see the bindings are much more tighter. So I will put up on here. Some over here. I'll put a close picture of these up so you can see the differences. And then again, I look down the back of the bums where the battery goes, and you can see instantly in there the cable. They've changed all the cable. In here there's lots of ribbon cables connecting stuff. In here they made it more tighter. It looks like it's more insulated and protected as well, and much more neater as well. Apart from that, everything else looks very similar, the same as well. So there's the Phantoms together. There you go. So I got. What I want you guys to know is, could you let me know on my original Phantom now? It's obviously gimbaless. I don't think I'll be buying a gimbal to go back onto it, but I'm going to buy that one I talked about before, the cartridge one, so I can actually fit a GoPro onto this. But I'm going to use this more as playing about with, experimenting, chucking it about. When a new firmware comes out, I'll firmware with this one first to make sure it all works before I do my new one. So it's a good sort of testing toy to play with. But I want to know from you guys, what would you like to see me do to this on modding wise? Because I know there's a comment before, mod the shit out of it basically. Let me know what you think I should do next on modding. Do remind that I don't have a complete open bank balance on this, so obviously they'll be limited on funding. But comment below, or send me an email to jack@DJIPhantom.uk. That's jack@DJIPhantom.uk, and sorry, jack@DJIPhantom.uk. Let me know what you think your ideas are, what I can do with this, and if it's not expensive, then I will mod it, video it, and we'll test it. So let me know your ideas on this. Okay, I'm going to undo the case and have a look inside, and we can then see what the difference is inside as well. So I'll do this quickly on this video as well. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly unscrew this. Right, done all the screws. So I'm just going to lift this off very carefully because there's a GPS cable here somewhere, and it's just yeah. So, oh, there you go. So let's compare underneath. So where's my other one? So that's the new Phantom Vision. So they've actually made this all longer. So this is the installation for the GPS. Underneath is the actual GPS itself. They've made that bigger, so it now covers half of the body. And they've actually left the cable right underneath, only leaving a little tiny bit at the end here. So they had done that special mod that was I did a little while ago on the video. So this is my one I modified with. So you can see there's a huge difference between that's my cable popping out the end there where I moved and modified it, stuck it underneath. And also I've noticed on this cable here, so you can see it there, they've actually changed it, they've actually insulated it too. So on the bottom here they've actually put some insulation around it as well. So it's insulated right up to the end connector. So they have done that, so that has been done. So right, under the chassis, so that's the new one, that's my old one. So let's look at the differences on here. So obviously this is the old controller, this is the new new speed controller. So if I get this compared up to here, but look at the cable size differences between them. The new one's got thinner cables to the motor, and the old Phantom has thicker cables to the motor. So I don't know whether that's a new thing. If this has got a new type motor and is meant to be a bit more powerful, wouldn't you think you had a bit more thicker cable running the current through that? So that's one difference. The motor's completely, if you look at the bottom of the motors, they have a different bottom to it, because obviously it's got a lot more coal on it. I think I mean, you can feel a difference when you actually turn the motors. You can actually feel the difference between them. There's a lot more coils in this one because it pings round, and this one's got a lot less. So this is more tighter, a bit more looser. So obviously that must be a good thing to be a bit more powerful. So what else can we see from just looking at this? Yes, the cable here, which is the compass cable, and that's the compass cable there. So you can see ribbon. It still looks like it's a ribbon cable inside, but obviously they've sealed it a bit more better. Apart from that, all the other cables are exactly the same. Apart from this one here. This one cable that goes into the video receiver, or the video sender that sends the video signal down. This cable that goes down and around to, oh, I know that cable. Yeah, that one goes. I think that one goes to the gimbal at the bottom there. That's actually an insulated cable. They've insulated that because on here they insulated it with a small, tiny little small one about that big. The rest of it goes down as a ribbon cable. But this is actually completely new cable, insulated all the way down to the bottom. So that's that one. Then there's another one I can see that's black as well, that's been insulated. trying to work out where that's going to. Oh, this side here. So there's that one. There's that one, and there's that one there as well. So they're insulated, and that's got like an extra insulation thing on it as well. So obviously take away the interference. That goes down, and that's part of, I think that's part of the USB port. I think it goes to the USB port. What else can we see that's different? So they've changed some of the cables. More for insulation width. It's got the same amount of connectors on the board. The board looks the same. It's got the Phantom, same flight controller. Doesn't say anything different. Phantom 2. Yeah, same flight controller. Nothing's changed on that. Video sender, same. It's got MAC address on there. What it is. Same connector side. That's the same. It's just that cable is different, and the same cable for the aerials. There's two there. Apart from that, everything's the same. New motors, new speed controllers in a new one. 2 cable changes there, and a cable change there for more insulation. And the other thing I don't really get, this is the old Phantom, so it's got thicker cables to the motor, where the new Phantom has thinner cables to the motor, so I don't get that one. The controller board looks exactly the same amount of chips and design, so they must 301 v2. I look at the markings on it, and it's got a 301 BLDC v2. And on the old one, it's got the same 301 BLDC V2, and it's got letters WM. So that actually looks like that. The board. See, I thought that the board name will represent what type of board it is, because obviously it was a different model. That's a new one. It will have different markings on it. But it looks like it got the same identical markings. So there must be the chips on there that's slightly different to the chips on this one. But from looking at it, they look identical boards on the speed controllers. And I thought the speed controller got upgraded. So whether it's just a chip-based modification, but the board design is exactly the same, but who to know? But I thought, because all the boards tend to have their own model numbers, you'd have thought 301 would be like a 302 or something on version 2. This is version 2. I mean, it's identical. So I'm going to take pictures of all this anyway and put on the site so you can actually compare the Phantom 2 Vision Plus to the Phantom 2 Vision Plus version 3, and have a good nose. But everything else looks very same motors. But yeah, so that's it under the hood. Then focusing, see it. I'm going to get camera and just do a quick once over so you can have a quick nose. But that's everything under the hood. So you got your. I'm glad they've done this to improve the signal, because that's one big problem the Phantoms had. That's my modification on my old one, and that's their new upgraded on that side there. Completely seals it, and they sealed the cable. So fantastic. So no improvements on there need to be done. But that's it. I think that's everything I've covered. The gimbal's the same, so there's no camera's the same on it. That's it. Very cold today. I was hopefully going to get out today and fly this, get some flight time on it, but obviously weather's really cold, and it's a bit not just cold, it's wet as well. It's raining a little bit, so it's, can't do it. Maybe later on, if it starts raining, maybe I'll get out and get a test flight with this, and then check the camera out properly and stuff as well. So, but other than that, there you go. So that's the version 3 under the bonnet. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe. Remember to subscribe to win the competition for the X-Copter I'm building. So I've got some stuff coming through the post with that to get more stuff on. I've done lots of videos. I'm just going to get them all edited together, and we get them online soon, so you can follow that as well. All the stuff I purchase and buy will be on my website. So anything new I find, or if anything sort of useful that you guys are sort of mentioning and it actually works. I'll put a list on my site for it as well, so we can build out like a good FAQ and sort of support area for the Phantoms. And I'm going to cover sort of on my channel, because I know it's Phantom sort of base, I'm going to cover the Inspire one as well as hexacopters. So in between, if nothing really changes on the Phantom side, we can still sort of look at other bits. I mean, you guys are not just interested in Phantoms, are interested in all sorts of stuff, quadcopters, gadgets. I did get another gadget I got. So when you're out and about flying your Phantom, and you want to take some snapshots in the air, so when it's hovering, get your GoPro on this little, it's a stick, you can put your remote controller on here, sits in there, so it's nice and easy for your fingers, so you can type, and then put your GoPro on the end there. This will extend out to 90 centimeters, so it's a extended pole, so it does quite large, can't really sort of show, extend it out. That way then you can have your remote on you, so I normally have it strapped on my neck so it's held in front of me, and I can have the GoPro in here, so you can extend it out and you can take some nice snapshots of it flying in the air. Because normally I tend to sort of like let someone fly it, I take shots and stuff, but at least you can do that with that, and you've got your GoPro on it. Nice little gadget. This is about, I think about £30 off of eBay. It's very plasticky, that's metal, very plasticky, but does the job. So great little thing to have carrying out with you. So, or if you want to film yourself while flying, you can have that to the side of you, the side of you facing back, recording you. So, another little gadget. So I've got that. But I'm going to cover this on my channel, so I'm going to actually use this back on my Phantom, just the new sort of printed version, and I'll be using that on my new Phantom now as well when it goes all sunny and stuff. So all these should be on my website, so if you want to know where I purchased and bought these from, you can have a look on the website and know where to get hold of them as well. But apart from that, that's all I've got for time for today. So until then, safe flying, and speak to you soon.